Groovy.
Okay, Fuzzy Butt. I'll get you some food. No need for violence like last time. Definitely not going to work today. That is for real. Yeah, boss. You probably already know this just by looking outside, but I'm not going to be able to come into work today. What do you mean, why? Okay, I don't know if you've looked outside lately, but it's like the apocalypse out there. There's just all sorts of deadites and just fucking horrible abominations going outside. It's just, you know what? I'm just gonna bunker down here and wait for this whole thing to blow over. No, I did not read from the Necronomicon Ex Mortis again to get a day off from work. Yes, I'm sure. I told you, me and Ash went back to the cabin and buried the book in a 6-foot grave, okay? Now, if Ash got drunk or high and went back there and grabbed the book and read from it, which is probably a safe bet, then that's on him, but I had nothing to do with this time. What do you mean the store's open? How is the store open when the city is burning to the ground? Trucks are probably not even there. They are? Well, I'm not coming. I am not fighting through a burning city just to throw fucking shit on the shelves, okay? It's just not happening. Okay. Just... Oh, Jesus Christ. Fine. I will be there. It's just gonna take me a second to get across town because like I said, fucking apocalypse. Yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. Fucking retail jobs. Can't even get a day off when the fucking dead are rising and the city is burning to the ground. Fucking hate it. What's up, you groovy people? I'm your host, the one and only Danger Dave, and welcome back to another coffee review. They're not dead. I'm really sorry for anybody who has been eagerly looking forward and wanting me to make more coffee reviews. That was not my intention to go that long without a coffee review. Not because I didn't have any, but I had too damn much. My cupboard is still just bursting at the seams with coffee, and I was really trying to drink all the coffees that I had reviewed before I opened a new bag. And also my work was just, I didn't have time because a lot of these, I love to do skits and funny stuff in front of them, and so they do take a little bit more time than your video game stuff, and I really kind of pride myself on making this stuff look good, you know, and so I just didn't have really the time to invest into putting it forward toward the quality that I really wanted. So, coffee reviews are not dead. In fact, this is a great coffee review to do, talking about the dead, because what I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen, is Bones Coffee Army of Dark Chocolate. And obviously, this is paying homage to one of my absolute favorite movie franchises, The Evil Dead. Cinnamon, I'm watching you over there. Oh my god, do not knock stuff over there. Oh, but yeah, the Evil Dead franchise I absolutely love so much. This is taking inspiration from the third movie, which is Army of Darkness. This is the third one, but if you don't know what Evil Dead is, first of all, go watch them because they're really damn good. But they all started with the first one, Sam Raimi's Evil Dead. This actually didn't have a very big budget. In fact, it took them 2 years to make because they kept running out of money. But it stars Bruce Campbell, and basically the premise is, I'm not going to go into spoilers. This might be the first cabin in the woods thing where, just any cabin in any woods is just bad news bears. That's some bad juju. You don't do that. That's where all the bad stuff happens. But basically, Bruce Campbell, Ash Williams, and his girlfriend, his sister, and some of his buddies go to spend the weekend in this cabin. And they find this book called the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, which translates to the Book of the Dead, and it's bound in human flesh. Mr. Cinnamon being all crazy. But yeah, bound in human flesh. And they read from it, and the Necronomicon awakes the Deadites. And the Deadites are basically, they're not zombies, they're more intelligent zombies. They are definitely knowing what they do, but they will use a person's, if they personally know them, they will torment them with their, personal knowledge that they have, but they're completely evil, and, they need to be killed. And it's basically them trying to survive the night. And then we go into Evil Dead 2, this is gonna get weird, because it's, in Bruce Campbell's own words, it's a retelling sequel. Like I said, they didn't have the budget enough for the first one, so they had a bigger budget for this one. So it's a retelling sequel. It's still canon to the Evil Dead franchise, but it's retelling the first story in better. And this movie is my favorite of all of them because it has the perfect balance of straight up horror and comedy. And this is where a lot of stuff that will become synonymous with the Evil Dead franchise comes from. The chainsaw and the double barrel shotgun.
Groovy.
And, the humor. And this one mixes it so well. There's that humor, but straight up horror. And it's so good, and it's my favorite one. And then we come to the third movie, Army of Darkness. And basically, the level of comedy is just skyrocketed here. In fact, the cast didn't actually know how much comedy was actually going to be in this movie. But yes, this is the third movie. Ash is thrown into the past. He's in the medieval times, and he's got to try to find his way back. And of course, there's Deadites and evil stuff hanging around there. And it's just good. I'm not going to go into spoilers because you guys really need to watch these movies for yourself. And then we had Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is just Bruce Campbell being Bruce Campbell, and it's really good. It continues the story. At first, they couldn't really use stuff from Army of Darkness because of copyrights and stuff. That's been the Evil Dead's problem, because when they made 2, they didn't own their own movie, which they didn't own the rights to it, which is stupid. That should never happen. And so they just did the sequel. And then same thing happened with Ash vs. Evil Dead, is that they couldn't use stuff from Army of Darkness. But then they got the rights to it, and they talk about Army of Darkness, and Ash vs. Evil Dead is really good. If you ever get the chance to watch any of this stuff, I highly recommend them because they're so good. And there's also some Army of Darkness video games, Evil Dead video games, that I remember playing. I should look those up and see if I can play them again on my channel, because I remember having a lot of fun with those. But yes, this is Army of Dark Chocolate. I love the saying on the bag. Dark roast, dark chocolate, yeah, baby. So, let's just go ahead and try this groovy coffee. Now, this is one of my new coffee mugs. It is the Shark Bite Goblet, and it is awesome. I should try to get a Army of Dark Chocolate mug, but let's go ahead and try this. I have a feeling I know how this is going to taste, but you never know. You might be surprised. It smells like a dark chocolate. It smells like dark chocolate and smells like a dark roast. Yeah, those the notes that I first hit when I smell it is the dark roast. And then you get that kind of bitter smell of dark chocolate. Okay? Dark chocolate. Bitter, dark chocolate right up front. That's the flavor that I was expecting to taste. Yeah. It tastes like a bitter dark chocolate, but it's not too bitter. You know, it's not like those really, really dark chocolates that are really super bitter. This is more of a, if I can, somewhere in between like a Hershey's dark chocolate. It kind of tastes like that. Maybe a bit bitterer than that, but not too much. That's delightful. I like dark chocolate. Me personally, to me, the bitterer it is, the better. I just like that bitter dark chocolate. I'm weird like that. If you don't like bitter dark chocolate, you may not like this one because you do get, it is a one-note coffee. It is very much that dark chocolate, bitter taste to it. But it's good. It's smooth. It's an easy drinker. Oh yeah, baby. That's definitely groovy. That's nice. That's nice. Give me some sugar, baby. Why did I have my fucking pinky out like I was doing fucking dainty sipping here? That was weird. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Like I said, I pretty much knew what this was probably going to taste like from the get-go. Bitter, dark chocolate. But I like it. You know, I would have been surprised if I tasted anything else. Hang on. Thought I tasted something different there for a second. But yeah, that dark chocolate is right up front. It's the one note you're going to taste. It's a dark roast. It's an easy sipper. I like it. It's good. Gets the Danger Dave seal of approval on that one because I definitely do enjoy it. But oh man, Evil Dead is so good. Just so good. I love it so much. These movies, like I said, seriously, like this stuff is good, you know. They are very bloody. The first one's not so much, but afterwards, it's just gallons of blood. In fact, I believe Bruce Campbell said that the working conditions were kind of terrible because they were always kind of like, not overworked, but they were always working really hard and they're always like soaked in like blood and water and pus and stuff. In fact, that's one of the quotes that he says in Ash vs. Evil Dead. He's like, why do I have to do this shit? I'm tired of being covered in blood and brains and pus all the time. Yeah, that's a good show. That was a really, really good show. A great continuation of the Evil Dead franchise. Like I said, seriously, if you've ever been interested in Evil Dead, watch them all. Watch 1, 2, and 3. Just be prepared that 2 is a retelling sequel. It's weird because they didn't have the rights to it in the first movie. But yes, Evil Dead is so good. You know, that's where the famous quotes of, you know, give me some sugar, baby, Groovy comes from.
This is my boomstick!
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the coffee. That is good, though. That is good stuff, though. I really gotta find those Evil Dead video games. You know, I actually forgot about it. The remake of that. Who remade that movie? Ash did have a cameo at the end of that movie, but they actually did a really good job of really capturing the essence of Evil Dead. It's not comedy, it's straight up horror, but they really captured the essence of Evil Dead, and I thought they did a really good job. But as far as Evil Dead stuff now goes, I don't know if we're gonna see any more of it. I guess they could continue from the reboots if they really wanted to. But Bruce Campbell has gone out and said that he's pretty much done with Ash Williams and the Evil Dead. He physically can't do it, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it's better to, you know, leave well enough alone. And, can I help you? Can I help you? You're just all over the place today. He is hyper. Something in the air or something, man. He is just crazy. But yes, he said he's basically done with the franchise, and that's fine. You know, I think it's always just better to, you know, leave well enough alone, you know, because sometimes if you just keep going, then it kind of loses steam and you kind of lose interest. But I wouldn't hate, oh yeah, there was that Evil Dead video game that was coming out. Is that already out? I should check that out, because that looks fun. That does look fun. I should try that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time I have for this episode. Say goodbye, Mr. Cinnamon. Say goodbye. You coming up? Yep, there he goes. Oh, wow. You're getting so close to the camera. Man, you are just so photogenic, man. Every time a camera comes out, he is just like, take my picture. All right, Cinnamon, say goodbye. Goodbye. Are you just gonna lay there? Is that what's happening? Yeah, he's just gonna loaf there. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time I have for this episode. Me and Cinnamon are going to be out. If you like this episode, you already know what you gotta do. I love you people, and I'll see you at the next episode.